Okay, so people, season 3 of Servant has now started, and I gotta say, I very much enjoyed it. Right, episode 1 really just kicks in nicely. So the breakdown of this season is this: 3 months after we leave the Turner household in season 2, things appear to be back to normal. Dorothy and Sean dote on Jericho, Julian has a new girlfriend, and Leanne has moved back into the brownstone. With the threat of the cult looming and suspicious visitors staked out in a nearby park, Leanne does everything she can to feel secure, ultimately causing more chaos for the Turner family. As Sean starts trusting in Leanne's powers, Dorothy feels increasingly threatened and worries for Jericho's safety. While the Turners struggle to keep their family whole, they must come to terms with the costs of Jericho's return. Be careful for what you wish for. Ho, ho, ho. Right? Little spooky. And yeah, oh, we do get a new intro this season, which it's nothing crazy, but it kind of plays on like the scene when Jericho and Leanne leave in season 2, kind of plays on that a little bit. Right. So I think it's giving that sense of there are people out there, you know what I mean? And so yeah, as I said, look, it picks up 3 months after, and you definitely get a sense of stuff has been happening, right? Stuff has been happening. Leanne is just, she's a little frantic. She wakes up. We come in and she's woken up all like shook, like she's sensing something going on. And there's a lot of flies, well, butterflies, they're kind of flies, right? It's a lot of butterflies in the spot. And so, yeah, we just have this nervousness from Leanne where she senses and she feels this threat. But we never really, they do a very good job of creating that tension. You know what I mean? The way the angles are, the different shots from the camera and the just this darkness in a lot of the scenes. So that's handled very well. I think also it makes sense. It's good to see Leanne feeling like this. I mean, no, people should feel shook, but from where we left the character, you know what I mean? It's like when you watch a series and everything is on this knife edge one season and they start up and everything is all hunky dory and everyone is cool, and you're just like, are we not addressing the shit that just happened? So this is good. It makes sense. You're like, okay, and it also makes sense that Dorothy is batshit crazy. Now, when I say batshit crazy, I mean she's back to the whole, hey, I'm so happy. You know what I mean? Which is just like, you know what I mean? It just feels super weird, right? And it makes sense because, yeah, she is not so. Right? It is funny how there is a bit where she's telling Leanne that, you should write in your journal because face writing down one's fears, it makes them true and it helps you get past things. And you're just like, yo, I mean, you should be doing that shit. You know what I mean? But I think that all works. As I said, with the end of season 2, when Natalie just kind of disappears, yeah, they kind of address it, right? They kind of address this situation, but not really. I wonder what happened if maybe the actress she got a new gig, and so she can't, you know what I mean, do any filming. Yeah, wonder what happened, because does feel a bit weird, that whole situation, especially from where we had it at, where it's just like, babe, I just want to help you, babe. You know what I mean? And all of this, and then suddenly gone. So yeah, it's a bit weird, but yeah, Julian as a new girlfriend. And the thing is, like, he's a dick of a character. So you do wonder, like, how is Julian pulling these hot chicks? You know what I mean? It's just like, there's not a lot of redeeming qualities of the character. Not like he's evil or anything, but he's just a douche. You know what I mean? But yeah, so there's that situation. We do get, like, what happened at the end of season 2. That is addressed. We do get that. So you're like, okay, so whoo, this is messy. This is definitely some messy shit, right? And yeah, as it said in the synopsis, right? Sean is trusting Leanne, and we already got, Sean becoming friendlier and friendlier to Leanne, especially in season 2. And you do get sense that that is still a thing, right? Now, what is a little bit crazy is the fact that, I don't know, some of the shit Dorothy did at the end of the second season. I mean, like, you'd be like, how do you come back from that? Now, I will say, from, these 10 episodes that we've seen, I think it's evident that Leanne is looking for a family, right? She's looking for someone who will love her. She wants better parents, right? Which was the whole reason she came to the house in the first place. So I do kind of give it that, because, what went down in the basement, when she was just like, you saved me, right? It was that whole thing. It was just like, oh shit, no one's ever done that for me. Oh, okay. So yeah, I kind of see from her point of view, I can kind of get why that character would give her a buy. You know what I mean? But it is super weird. You know, I think it might be why Dorothy is suddenly doing all these real nice things for Leanne. You know, yeah. I think buying someone a two-piece swimsuit, that is a bold move, right? Because you don't know, does this person like? Because especially the way Leanne dresses, she is very formal, right? It's not a style of dress that looks like mad casual, mad relaxed, right? You never see Leanne in a t-shirt and shorts, right? Nothing like that. No crop tops, or I mean, it's very prim and proper. So I mean, I think if you had to take a guess, I would have said One Piece, right? One Piece. But yeah, Dorothy's just like, yo, this is why I got you, kid. It's a bold move, man. Bold move. But boy, now, as I said, look, this episode, there is a lot of tension. There's a lot of tension. It's very eerie. You're kind of waiting for the ball to drop. And oh, the way this shit ends. Now, like, there's something that happens, but the way it ends, and it gives you this thing, you're just like, oh shit. Oh shit. I mean, there's already the wall situation, which, like the basement, right? Like the basement in season 2, you are a bit like, wait, wouldn't someone mention that shit? Right? I don't feel that's something that you just let go, that you'd be like, eh, these things happen. You know what I mean? You'd be like, I saw something, I don't think it's a good thing, right? I'd have thought that. So, yeah, there's that weirdness, but then also there's the thing, right? Which you're just like, oh, that's not good. Like, what the fuck is that? Because that isn't a light situation. That's something. So, yeah, season 1, hey, it got off to the right foot for sure, people. And I am intrigued to see where this shit goes. You know what I mean? Intrigued to see where, especially knowing that we're getting a full season and that's the last. So this is going to be building to something, and then we're getting it resolved. So yeah, I'm interested. But what we're gonna do, right? We're gonna let these next 8 episodes roll, right? And then once the or just before the last episode drops, gonna look at all the other shit, right? That's what we're gonna do, because yeah, I mean, doing each episode, because it's only half an hour, man, and you know what I mean. I'm just like, yo, I prefer looking at things as a whole. So that's what we're gonna do. All right, but yeah, if you've loved season 1 and 2, boy, it looks like season 3 is going to be another great one, people. So, yes, get with it. It's